Apex society is defined in section 2 clause A. Apex society is defined in section 2 clause A. Circle cooperative union is defined in section 2 clause C. Circle cooperative union is defined in section 2 clause C. Circle cooperative union established under section 88. Circle cooperative union established under section 88. Cooperative arbitration court is defined in Cooperative arbitration court is defined in section 2 clause EA. Cooperative arbitration court is defined in section 2 clause EA. Cooperative arbitration court is established under section 70 clause A. Cooperative arbitration court is established under section 70 clause A. Cooperative ombudsman is defined in section 2 clause ECC. Cooperative ombudsman is defined in section 2 clause ECC. Cooperative ombudsman is appointed under section 69. Cooperative ombudsman is appointed under section 69. Consortium lending scheme is defined in section 2 clause EB. Consortium lending scheme is defined in section 2 clause EB. Consortium lending scheme is constituted under section 57C. Consortium lending scheme is constituted under section 57C. Cooperative principles is defined in section 2 clause ECC. Cooperative principles is defined in section 2 clause ECC. Cooperative service examination defined in section 2 clause ED. Cooperative service examination is defined in section 2 clause ED. Cooperative service examination is defined in section 2 clause ED. Cooperative service examination is established under section 80B. Cooperative service examination is established under section 80B. Cooperative with limited liability is defined in section 2 clause G. Cooperative society with limited liability is defined in section 2 clause G. Cooperative society with unlimited liability is defined in section 2 clause H. Cooperative society with limited liability 2 clause G. Cooperative society with unlimited liability is 2 clause H. Deposit guarantee scheme is defined in section 2 clause HA. Deposit guarantee scheme is defined in section 2 clause HA and established under section 57B. Deposit guarantee scheme is defined in section 2 clause HA and established under section 57B. Director of Cooperative Audit is defined in section 2 clause HB. Director of Cooperative Audit is defined in section 2 clause HB and appointed under subsection 1 of section 63. And appointed under subsection 1 of section 63. Director of Cooperative Audit is defined in section 2 clause HB and appointed under subsection 1 of section 63. Dispute is defined in section 2 clause I. Dispute is defined in section 2 clause I. District Cooperative Bank is defined in section 2 clause IA. District Cooperative Bank is defined in section 2 clause IA. Federal Cooperative Society is defined in section 2 clause IB. District Cooperative Bank is defined in section 2 clause IA. Federal Cooperative Society is defined in section 2 clause IB. General Body Meeting is defined in section 2 clause K. General Body Meeting is defined in section 2 clause K. Member is defined in section 2 clause L. Member is defined in section 2 clause L. Nominal or associate member is defined in section 2 clause M. Nominal or associate member is defined in section 2 clause M. Officer is defined in section 2 clause N. Officer is defined in section 2 clause N. Primary Agriculture Credit Society is defined in 2 clause OAA. Primary Agricultural Credit Society is defined in section 2 clause OAA. Primary Cooperative Agricultural and Rural Development Bank is defined in Primary Cooperative Agricultural and Rural Development Bank is defined in section 2 clause OC. Section 2 clause OC. Registrar is defined in 2 clause P. Registrar is defined in 2 clause P and appointed under section 3 clause 1 and appointed under section 3 clause 1. Special Officer is defined in section 2 clause QC. Special Officer is defined in section 2 clause QC. State Cooperative Bank is defined in section 2 clause KA. State Cooperative Bank is defined in section 2 clause KA. State Cooperative Election Commission is defined in section 2 clause RC and appointed under section 28B. State Cooperative Election Commission is defined in section 2 clause RC and appointed under section 28B. State cooperative union is defined in State cooperative union is defined in section 89. State cooperative union is defined in section 89. Tribunal is defined in section 2 clause T. Tribunal is defined in section 2 clause T and established under section 81. Urban cooperative banks is defined in section 2 clause TA. Urban cooperative bank is defined in section 2 clause TA. Vigilance officer is defined in section 2 clause TB. Vigilance officer is defined in section 2 clause TB and appointed under section 68A. Vigilance officer is defined in section 2 clause TB and appointed under section 68A. Financial year is defined in section 2 clause U. Financial year is defined in section 2 clause U. ഒന്നുകൂടി നോക്കാം. Apex society is defined in section 2 clause A. Circle cooperative union is defined in section 2 clause C. Apex society section 2 clause A. Circle cooperative union section 2 clause C. Apex society 2 clause A. Circle cooperative union section 2 clause C. Cooperative arbitration court section 2 clause EA. Cooperative arbitration court section 2 clause EA. Cooperative ombudsman section 2 clause ECC. Cooperative ombudsman section 2 clause ECC. Cooperative ombudsman section 2 clause ECC. Consortial N scheme section 2 clause EB. Consortial N scheme section 2 clause EB. Cooperative principles section 2 clause ECC. Cooperative principles section 2 clause ECC. Cooperative service examination section 2 clause ED. Cooperative with limited liability section 2 clause G. Cooperative with limited liability section 2 clause G. Cooperative with unlimited liability section 2 clause H. Cooperative with unlimited liability section 2 clause H. Deposit guarantee scheme section 2 clause HA. Deposit guarantee scheme section 2 clause HA. Director of cooperative audit section 2 clause HB. Director of cooperative audit section 2 clause HB. Dispute 2 clause I. Dispute 2 clause I. Dispute 2 clause I. District cooperative bank 2 clause IA. District cooperative bank 2 clause IA. Federal cooperative society 2 clause IB. Federal cooperative society 2 clause IB. General body meeting 2 clause K. General body meeting 2 clause K. Member 2 clause L. Member 2 clause L. Member 2 clause L. Nominal or associate member 2 clause M. Nominal or associate member 2 clause M. Officer 2 clause N. Officer 2 clause N. Primary Agricultural Credit Society 2 clause OAA. Primary Agricultural Credit Society 2 clause OAA. Primary Cooperative Agricultural and Rural Development Bank 2 clause OC. Primary Cooperative Agricultural and Rural Development Bank 2 clause OC. Registrar 2 clause P. Registrar 2 clause P. Special Officer 2 clause QC. Special Officer 2 clause QC. State Cooperative Bank 2 clause KA. State Cooperative Bank 2 clause KA. State Cooperative Election Commission 2 clause RC. State Cooperative Election Commission 2 clause RC. Tribunal 2 clause T. Tribunal 2 clause T. Urban Cooperative Banks 2 clause TA. Urban Cooperative Bank 2 clause TA. Vigilance Officer 2 clause TB. Vigilance Officer 2 clause TB. Financial Year 2 clause U. Financial Year 2 clause U. അപ്പോൾ അടുത്ത വീഡിയോയുമായി വീണ്ടും കാണാം. ഓക്കെ ബൈ. താങ്ക് യു.